Jim and Terry Show, dark roast, dark thoughts, dark conversation, dark language, a whole bunch of F-bombs being thrown around and bouncing off the concrete walls. But Jim has ideas. And if it would be those wishes for kids who are suffering from disorders, and they give them a last wish. I hate to say it.
Hit a home run for me, Mickey.
Yeah.
Hit two home runs, Mickey.
Whatever it is, my wish for you would be before anything happens to you while you're in your present state of hyperbolic mind shifting to direct one of these things that you describe as a movie.
Yeah, visualize it.
Visualize it.
I have a lot of ideas for movies and different angles. I wouldn't mind being a producer because many, many times I am a little disappointed in the direction something goes, or I would have done this, or I would have done that if I did that. That's part of...
Can you watch a movie in peace without your mind destroying it?
Yeah, but a lot of the times I would say I would do this, I would do that. Terry and I were talking about the new movie coming out I want to see called Disclosure Day. And I said, I hope I won't be disappointed because I really don't want car chases and crap. And I already know there's a car chase in it. I can see it in the ad. And then we got talking about, how I would like it to be and different things like Jurassic Park. I didn't want them eating people. That's not what I was going for. But it turned out to be a whole series of horror movies as opposed to what I wanted. Close Encounters of the Third Kind would be closer to what I wanted, and I always wanted a view of inside the spaceship, right?
No, what you really wanted was to be Richard Dreyfuss making that big model in his living room with piles of mud and dirt. That's what you wanted to be. So if you could substitute Richard Dreyfuss and put Jim in that scene and reshoot it, that would be...
Yeah. But then have a sequel, where... something wondrous happens, where they're going, what are they doing, where are they going there, that kind of thing, other than just going in it and that's the end of it. So apparently this Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg said that it was like a closure to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So I was talking to my brother Bobby, and I said I thought I'd be disappointed. He said, "No, they say it's absolutely phenomenal, Jim. It's like phenomenal." And of course, I like Emily Blunt. I think she's just adorable. So the star of it will be interesting to look at. It. Worst comes to worst, I can see her act. But they say it's going to be phenomenal. So then you and me got talking just about our creative ideas in our minds. You produce music. You're someone you could say, could you give me a soundtrack to this? And you could definitely put something like that together. I don't know how good I would be doing to produce, but I do in my mind have better scenes than I see on TV.
Well, my Christmas wish for you was that you get a director's chair with Jim on the back of it, and that everyone, all the resources of a studio be available to you to shoot, even just for one day. I don't know what the cost would be to have that, but you get the lighting crew, you get the special effects crew, you get the audio crew, you get the actors of your choice. So you could call up Emily Blunt
and tell them what to do,
and you get to order them around, Mr. Bossface.
Well, I like some of the scenes and things like John Wick. That kind of movie. And, I
like the choreography of John Wick.
Well, that's amazing. Half of it I don't think is real, to tell you the honest truth. The new John Wick movie, there's another one coming out next year, I think. I don't think there's John Wick's even in it. It's John Wick, but it's AI.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to go.
That's awful. I will protest. I will not go.
I know. It's something I'm not thrilled about either.
No.
But I'd like the idea of the dark and light, the reflection off of this, or like an Orson Welles type of thing, how the light would reflect off this, the mirror, but not showing the cameraman. And those scenes I would love to work on, and this is how it's supposed to go. Don't go slower, even slower. Go.
So who's your favorite director? Who comes close to Jim?
I have no idea.
You don't have anybody that you sort of follow?
Well, I like Tarantino, but...
You like Tarantino? Okay, that puts you in a very narrow band.
Yeah, I know. I like Tarantino because I love the authenticity of when he's doing a movie like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought was just phenomenal. Whole highway scenes of 1965 cars, 64 cars, and the clothing, everything, the attitude. I think he nailed it.
I think so.
I like that.
That's a great movie.
But it could be anything from the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, just that, you know, and that dust. You know, okay, more dust, more dust. Now you need that weed blowing across. Right there's
The
perfect.
tumbleweed.
You know what would be perfect? If you could just get it caught in that wagon wheel, then move up the wagon wheel, and there's the pretty lady, you know, with a cloth across her mouth, and she takes it away to say hello, and she's just gorgeous. That kind of thing. You know, all of those scenes, which would take forever.
Would you use special effects, or would you do the original raw stuff where you had to get the fan out and blow the tumbleweed, and you had to practice the fan settings to get it just rolling exactly
I
right?
think it would depend on what it was I was trying to actually really get. If it was the second coming of Christ, I know whoever films that is going to do it wrong. I've got in my mind it would have to be a green screen.
Okay,
it would have to be.
Let me interject and remind our studio audience that once upon a time in Pefferlaw, there was an angel scene that Jim choreographed or had to do, and involved a crane operator, I think, or some elevation that put the angel in motion up.
Yeah, there was
elevation.
and the light behind the head, so that you just scared
floodlight.
the bejeebies out of anybody because it just came on. Fear not, and of course everybody was afraid. And this bright light, you know, you could see the body, but it was a floodlight, a great big floodlight.
That was your first
spotlight, a spotlight.
Your first taste of directing.
Yeah, but I still liked it with all the angel scenes. I still like it the best because it had a man's voice, you know. And now you have to had what the church provided, so you had angels all up in the hills, right, and lit up, but. I liked it, and had a smoke machine too, of course.
All of this is just derivative context for our analysis that Disclosure Day is a movie you're looking forward to.
Yeah, yeah.
And I shared my fascination with a page-turning, episodic Netflix feature, The Burrows.
The Burrows.
The cast was phenomenal. It was a page-turner, meaning I binge-watched all 8 episodes. And they are not short episodes either, so it was a big time investment. But I'm fascinated by it. It was well written. It could have been a Spielberg, but it was by the writers and producers of Stranger Things, so it has that flavor to it, which I like. Speaking of directors, I like the color of Wes Anderson movies, and I like how he gets the actors.
Oh yeah, I love them.
He's got a real shtick.
What was the last movie they had? I love the pastel. I don't know how to nail it, but it's different colors, different.
Yes, it's just very pastel.
I love it. I actually love that.
Desert was this context. It was in Arizona, so it's.
What was that? I forget what it was called.
You got
was
me
it nuclear?
Radioactive.
Was it something about nuclear or radioactive?
Yeah, it was radioactive, something, Radio City or something. I don't know.
I like that. I immediately liked that. There was another movie I saw, and I can't remember the name either. That poor guy, never going to go anywhere.
It's okay.
But it was the same idea. Yeah. The whole scene was different looking.
Yeah.
And it was excellent. Loved it. So I like that guy as well.
So for our ones and twos, you know, your chance to participate in the comments section is to name a director, name a film that you think you could have directed better, maybe.
Ooh.
So you would take a Wes Anderson film and say, you know, I would have changed it. Instead of pastels, I would have used dark Batman Gothic stuff. Or
I loved it for both those movies. It was perfect.
Yeah, I thought it was
just had a perfect twist to it, and I guess that's his mark. So if you want something to be surreal but real, I don't know how else to put it. It's very interesting.
Yeah. And the script writing too is important on all these things. But for our ones and twos, you know, chime in with a film that you liked, and it doesn't have to be. You don't have to agree with our genre tastes, or sci-fi, or alien abduction, or Wes Anderson, a hypothetical, and what it would be like to be where they detonated the nuclear weapons in the test run. I don't know where it was, in Nevada, I guess.
I guess it was Nevada.
Yeah.
And how they showed up, everything was very different and unusual, and the people were different and unusual. I can't even remember how it ended. They just drove away, didn't they?
I think so.
They just drove away but
it made you wonder, how did that place even exist where it existed?
Well, again, there's a lot of tricks to things. So there are a lot of green screens now on a lot of scenes. So I guess if you were ever going to be a successful director, you'd need it. I don't know how they did the highway scene, how they got all of those cars for Tarantino. to be 1962s and 59s, all going down that
don't
highway.
forget, in the south of the United States, in southern climates, these cars don't rust.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
only rust, and we only run into problems because we have salt on our roads.
Maybe they
Otherwise-
filmed it in Cuba.
Maybe there's a lot of American cars in
yeah,
Cuba,
and
and
they-
they do pump them up and make
Oh, yeah,
them do their
yeah.
fancy
So,
walks.
That was a great movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought all the acting was excellent.
We're talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and that was Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt and oh, come on. The Great Gatsby.
Oh, the
Come on,
name
what's his
escapes
name?
me. We'll get it. It'll come. It just needs the pump needs priming.
Titanic.
Yes,
That guy.
I'm sorry, Tom Cruise is all that comes to mind, and
No,
it's not the
no.
right one. We'll get it. He also did that scary one about
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio, Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo
How can we
DiCaprio.
get? Oh, sorry, Leonardo.
I like him, and I like the modern movies with Brad Pitt. I think that's his character.
Well, what was DiCaprio's latest one, where he played some kind of wonky '70s guy?
Yes, Another Way to Die. No, what was it? Another Thing Goes Wrong.
It's complicated.
I saw it.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
This relationship I have with my morning coffee, it's from the way that I